chụp rồi này. Ok, nó vẫn tiền.
Dạ sao anh?
Có hình cho em chụp rồi đó.
Chụp hình hả?
Chụp cái vẫn tiền này. Mỗi ngày đăng một bài, 6 ngày là chưa đăng cái gì nè. Quá hư.
Đây cái này like hả?
Đưa cái mạng vô, đưa cái mặt đưa cái này nè, mà hình như này chụp hình kiếm tiền nè. Không phải mở cười lên á, chứ để chụp cái hình đó người ta kêu lừa. Vàng nó có uy tín.
Đấy. Chăm sóc.
Thì giống như ngày nãy nếu em chụp cái hình rồi ngồi làm thôi. Chụp làm TikTok không, chụp cho nó đẹp.
Chụp nó không rõ nên cái cô của em bị số á.
Với lại là việc em với lại là việc chụp cái nhìn ấy, chụp kiểu chụp lén. Set tóc chồng kiếm tiền phải không? Chơi chỉ là làm việc thôi. Mẹ lụa cái hình của anh rồi, không được.
À chặn đi rồi chụp lại.
Đang yêu là anh. Cô không sao, cô không rõ gì đâu rồi. Nó biết em làm việc luôn á, để cái nhà ai giúp chị ăn.
Với cái nhạc kia nữa.
Ai đó nhà ok đâu. Đây là cái nhà. biết ý nghĩa là gì không? Cái hình đó là cái gì đó không?
Để tạo độ uy tín à?
Nhưng mà cái hình đó là hình gì biết không? Là cái kênh đó bật kiếm tiền á, đăng vừa được duyệt bật kiếm tiền á. Em đăng là kênh lại được bật kiếm tiền rồi đó.
Đăng nguyên cái video ra lên Facebook luôn đúng không anh?
Thêm cái cáp nữa, kênh được bật kiếm tiền rồi nè. Kênh chơi game của anh á.
Dạ.
Mình cứ lái vậy coi như là kênh của em đi. Mày da chừng nào mà em đó hình cho mượn nha. Chừng nào em tự làm được bật kiếm tiền, cái đó là em bắt đầu em sống được á. Nếu mà không có anh chị tự làm nó bật kiếm tiền không là một kênh bật kiếm tiền đó là 4-5 triệu rồi đó. Tự làm thôi cũng làm có video như vậy thôi. Một kênh làm được 4-5 triệu, nhập số lượng lên.
Thấy video trên TikTok về nhưng nó bị dính
cái đó là cái TikTok bình thường mà sao có mặt mình nó uy tín rồi. Cái dính cái logo TikTok cái gì?
Dạ
Đăng cá nhân của mình. gì vậy cái hụt.
Ok quá ổn.
Mình bán đá rồi tụ liên quan đến YouTube thì đăng mấy cái liên quan đến kênh mà biết người ta biết không có lành.
Dạ.
Cái tôi thấy nó có thấy cái tên kênh của anh vậy, cái hình cái nút bạc á.
Hình như có thấy nút bọt này sao anh?
Nút bạc ấy là có thấy chữ không?
Có chữ TikTok kìa.
Chữ TikTok thì bình thường.
Che rồi thì mới che rồi. Cái chữ TikTok nó vừa đúng che cái chữ đó luôn.
Hợp lý vậy. Thích solo không? Bạn thích solo không? Bạn thích solo không? Bạn thích solo không? Hồi trước đó làm công tiền dễ hơn, một tuần nó để làm khoảng 50-60 kênh.
Bây giờ nó khác hai đúng không?
Giờ nó khó hơn, cho nên bắt buộc là chất lượng mình phải nâng cao lên.
Đúng rồi toàn.
Hoạt huyết xương não Chevaco, tự hào thương hiệu quốc gia. Muốn hoạt huyết đã có hoạt huyết xương não Chevaco.
My dear child, you didn't find this moment by scrolling aimlessly. Heaven has been nudging you here.
Bao nhiêu lần công ty rồi đó. Nói chung là chưa quen thì từ từ.
Cái kênh bật kiếm tiền là mình chủ yếu mình đang video miết là nó mới cho bật đúng không? YouTube á. Nên là sao?
Bây giờ nó khác hồi xưa là vậy đó, tóm lại là bây giờ là phải làm video hay, chất lượng, có người xem, nhiều view thì mới bật.
Ok.
Chứ không phải là đang chơi là có tiền. Bây giờ nó thay đổi, thuật toán nó thay đổi, là kiểu Google nó thay đổi hàng ngày. Cho nên là mình phải thay đổi theo nó. Nó khó hơn ngày xưa. Nhưng mà ngày xưa anh là phải mất một năm á, năm là không tiền á. Bữa được bật tiền á, bữa có đồng tiền đầu tiên. Em làm mới có 1-2 tháng là chuyện bình thường. Nhưng mà bây giờ
Trong cứ lùi đó là tính sao?
làm chứ thôi.
Not because you're weak, but because you've reached the edge of something sacred. You've been sent.
có viên ăn tiền đó.
Sing a pole. My beloved, dear child, you didn't stumble upon this by chance. You were led here. Something greater than logic, stronger than coincidence, has been guiding your steps. Not because you were lost, but because your heart has been calling for something real. And I heard that call. My beloved, you didn't stumble here by accident. I brought you. And deep down, you know that's true. Even if you can't explain. My dear child, my beloved child, you didn't come here by mistake. Something within you, perhaps quiet, perhaps desperate, was searching for an answer. And here, in this very moment, I respond. This is not a generic word. It's not a blanket message passed around for comfort. This is specific. It is sacred. It is tailored to the cry of your heart, the ache in your soul, and the questions you've been too afraid to say aloud. You've wondered if I still speak. I do, and I'm speaking now to you. You've been surviving, functioning, pressing through, hoping things will shift. You've done what you could with the little strength you had left, and I honor that. But I never intended for you to carry the weight alone. I saw every moment you smiled on the outside while barely holding yourself together inside. I watched you give what you didn't have, love when you felt empty, believe when doubt was clawing at your mind. And today, I want to speak to that tired, brave heart. You don't need to perform for me. You don't have to prove your worth. I was with you when you succeeded, and I was just as close when you failed. I have never measured you by your performance. I've always seen you through the eyes of mercy. You've asked for help, but help doesn't always come in the form you expect. Sometimes, it begins with a word like this. Let's strip it all away for a moment. The fear, the distractions, the expectations. Just be here. Just listen. Let my words settle into the places where the noise has been. I am not angry. I am not disappointed. I am near, not far, not vague, not distant. I am here, and I want to help you. But help cannot begin where trust is absent. And so I ask you not to figure it all out, not to fix what's broken, but simply to trust me, to lean in when you're tempted to lean away, to open your heart again, even if it's been broken too many times to count. Trust is the soil in which I plant miracles. Trust is what opens the way for my hands to do what your strength cannot. You've been asking why it's been so hard lately. Why you feel like you're fighting battles that seem invisible. Why you're exhausted even when nothing looks different on the outside. It's because I've been digging deep within you. I've been shaking loose the false identities, the lies that have attached themselves to your soul. The pressure has been real because the transformation is real. I'm not polishing the surface. I'm reshaping the foundation. I'm not giving you a temporary fix. I'm giving you a permanent freedom. That's why it's taken time. That's why it's felt slow. I wasn't late, I was intentional. Because what I'm building in you cannot be shaken. Not by people, not by circumstances, not by storms. And you, yes, you are stronger than you think. Not because of your own might, but because I am your strength. You're not fragile. You're being fortified. You're not forgotten. You're being formed. I am not just getting you through, I am making you new. I'm not leaving you as you were. You will not exit this season the same. Let me say this clearly. You are not disqualified. You are not too far gone. You are not a lost cause. I know every chapter of your stories, even the ones you've hidden. And still, I chose you. Still, I've called you. Still, I am with you. My beloved child, I know why you are here. This moment, this message, this divine intersection, it's not random. You've been searching, longing, aching in silence, and now you find yourself before my voice. Let me confirm what your soul already suspects. You're in the right place. You are not alone. I, the Lord your God, have orchestrated every detail for you to hear these words today, because I love you that deeply, that intimately, that persistently. You may wonder what this is and why it feels so different. I want you to pause and sense the stirring in your heart, yes. That gentle tug, that whisper in your spirit, that is me. I am speaking directly to your soul, inviting you to listen not with your ears, but with your spirit. There are truths hidden here that will unfold like rain in a desert. You've lived dry seasons. Now I'm sending the storm of my love to awaken the seeds of promise within you. You're about to discover something eternal, something you didn't even realize your heart was desperate to know. Why does this matter? Because the cost of ignoring my voice is not just a moment lost, it is peace delayed, healing postponed, joy deferred. The enemy of your soul would prefer you keep scrolling, keep doubting, keep hiding behind the mask of I'm fine. But I see through it all. I see the tears you hide, the weight you carry, the dreams you've buried. What happens if you miss this? You stay in that cycle of silence, wondering if you matter. But I'm here now to shatter the silence and call you into truth. And this truth will not only set you free, it will make you whole. What makes this different from all the other words you've read or heard? I'm not sending you inspiration. I am the inspiration. This isn't just another comforting message. This is your Father speaking to his child. I created your soul. I understand your pain, and I've written your future with my own hand. This is personal.
Commandez dès maintenant sa carte à personnaliser sur pixpay.fr. Pixpay, c'est la...
My dear child, you who are reading these words, pause for just a moment. I brought you here on purpose. This is not a coincidence. You are exactly where you need to be. You've cried without sound, smiled through pain, and kept moving even when your strength seemed to vanish. I saw it all. I watched every moment. I heard every unspoken prayer. And I tell you now, you are in the right place. You expected something, perhaps a sign, a word, a whisper from me. Let this be that moment. I have never left your side. I am not a God who makes empty promises. My vow to you remains eternal. I will never abandon you. Even if the entire world walks away, I stay. My eyes are on you. I know what you need, even before you speak it. I know the thoughts that press on your heart, the worries that keep you up at night, and I am here to meet you in this place. Now listen closely. What I'm about to say isn't just meant to comfort, it's meant to awaken something deep inside you, something you may have forgotten. A holy fire, a divine purpose, a spark of eternity buried beneath your pain. I am calling it back to life. As you read these words, feel my voice echoing in your soul, not with the noise of the world, but with the quiet strength of heaven. You are not just surviving, you were created to overcome, to rise, to conquer. But why now? Why this moment? Because the stakes are high. The path before you is sacred, and I don't want you to miss it. There are blessings with your name on them, doors I am about to open, healing I am ready to release. You've waited, haven't you? You've wondered, when will it be my turn? I tell you this, your appointed time is near. Yet if you turn away now, if you give up in this very hour, you risk forfeiting what I have been preparing for you all along. I don't want that for you. I want you to step into what has been promised. I want you to know my power and my faithfulness like never before. You see, this is not just another inspirational message. This is my voice, your Creator, whispering directly to your weary soul. This is different. This is divine. What makes this encounter unique is that it is not based on human wisdom. It is not made for mass approval, and it does not depend on how holy you feel or how perfect your record is. This is love, my love, pouring out over you, holy, raw, and real. Others may try to inspire you with lofty phrases or temporary solutions, but I go deeper. I go straight to the core. I know the real you, not the mask you wear, not the roles you play, but the heart that cries behind closed doors. That's who I'm here for. That's who I came to lift today. There is no one else like me, and there is no one else like you. I formed you with precision, with intention, and with eternal value. That uniqueness matters. I don't want you to just exist. I want you to thrive. I want you to live free. I want you to know joy, not the fleeting kind the world gives, but the enduring joy that anchors the soul. You've tried other things. You've leaned on people who failed you. You've placed your hopes in temporary reliefs that faded fast. But here I am, still standing beside you, arms wide open, ready to pour into you what no one else could give. Not because you've earned it, but because I love you. You are mine. You are the one I chose, the one I delight in, the one for whom I gave everything. Now let me tell you something that will lift your spirit, something your soul has been craving. You have not been forgotten. Your prayers have not hit the ceiling. I heard them all. I bottled every tear. I recorded every longing. You thought I was silent, but I was working behind the scenes. You thought I was distant, but I was closer than your breath. You thought I forgot you, but you've always been engraved in the palm of my hand. Even now I am preparing to move in your life. But I need something from you. I need your attention. I need your faith. I need your heart. Not a part of it, all of it. I know it's hard to trust again. I know life has taught you to be cautious, even skeptical. But with me, you are safe. When you place your trust in me, you are not placing it in chance. You are placing it in the one who commands the seas, who speaks and stars appear, who holds time. You who are here,
anh ơi, 4 giờ rồi tới có lạnh này.
Mua
Cái ớt gạo em luộc luôn. Để lấy gà ra cho chị cho ông chị chữ nữa chứ. Hôm qua sợ. Có cái gì đây? Thanh lan. Thanh lan cái chua vậy nè. Cái gì?
Bạn đang muốn kiếm tiền online? Có thể bạn chưa biết, YouTube là nơi dễ nhất để bắt đầu mà không cần quá giỏi.
Bạn thân mến, khi mà nhắc đến kiếm tiền trên YouTube thì có rất nhiều người thường nghĩ rằng là chắc là phải giỏi công nghệ lắm, giỏi máy tính lắm, hay là phải dành nhiều thời gian lắm thì mới có thể kiếm được tiền ở trên YouTube. Thực tế thì lại không phải như vậy. Bản thân tôi có rất nhiều người bạn cũng như là những học viên của tôi, họ đang là những người làm công chức và làm từ 8 đến 10 tiếng một ngày đó, và bản thân họ vẫn dành 2 đến 3 tiếng rảnh, thời gian rảnh mỗi ngày để làm việc với YouTube. Và sau một khoảng thời gian thì họ đã tạo ra thêm một nguồn thu nhập mới, và đặc biệt cái nguồn thu nhập này nó còn lớn hơn cái nguồn thu nhập từ cái công việc 8 đến 10 tiếng một ngày của họ kia. Bạn hình dung ạ, và đấy là một cái nghịch lý mà nó vẫn đang diễn ra ở ngoài xã hội ngoài kia mà rất nhiều người không biết. Và đặc biệt nữa thì với YouTube thì có rất nhiều cái cách để có thể kiếm tiền ở trên YouTube, và bạn không cần phải là người giỏi công nghệ, bạn không cần phải là người giỏi máy tính, bạn cũng không cần phải là có máy quay, không cần phải xuất hiện lên trên màn hình, bạn vẫn có thể kiếm được tiền trên YouTube một cách dễ dàng. Và đó là một điều vô cùng tuyệt vời, phải không nào? Và ngay bây giờ thì hãy theo dõi lên trên màn hình máy tính thì tôi sẽ cho bạn thấy thu nhập của kênh YouTube được tạo ra bởi những cái video vô cùng đơn giản, vô cùng dễ dàng mà bất cứ ai cũng có thể làm được, được chưa nào? Ok, như bạn thấy ở đây là cái kênh YouTube mà tôi đang nói đến, và đây là cái phần số liệu thống kê về kênh YouTube này, được chưa? Và bạn có thể nhìn thấy số lượt xem của kênh YouTube này hiện tại đang là 108 triệu lượt xem, và tổng cái doanh thu của kênh YouTube này là hơn 45.000 đô. Và mỗi ngày kênh YouTube này đang đưa về khoảng vài chục đô cho đến vài trăm đô một ngày, và đó là một cái điều vô cùng tuyệt vời, đúng không nào? Và đặc biệt nữa thì kênh YouTube này nó không chỉ dừng lại ở vậy, nó còn mang lại rất là nhiều cái nguồn thu nhập khác nhau nữa, ví dụ như là nguồn thu nhập từ bán hàng, nguồn thu nhập từ affiliate, và cả cái nguồn thu nhập từ việc là tài trợ cho những cái nhãn hàng khác, bạn hình dung ạ. Và đấy là một cái điều rất là tuyệt vời mà bất cứ ai cũng có thể làm được. Và nếu như bạn muốn biết cụ thể cái cách làm như thế nào để có thể tạo ra được cái nguồn thu nhập tương tự như thế này, thì tôi có một cái chương trình hướng dẫn làm YouTube kéo dài trong 3 ngày, nó được mang tên là 3 Day YouTube Master. Và đây là một cái chương trình giá trị rất cao của tôi, đang được tôi cho đi hoàn toàn miễn phí. Và trong cái chương trình này thì tôi sẽ hướng dẫn bạn làm như thế nào để bạn có thể tạo ra được tối thiểu 1.000 đô một tháng từ YouTube mà chỉ với 2 đến 3 tiếng mỗi ngày mà thôi.
My beloved child. My beloved child. my beloved. I am here beside you, and I will continue. My dear child, My child.
Bạn bị móng chân mọc ngược, sưng đau, đi lại khó chịu, da viền móng dày, thô ráp khiến móng dễ bị viêm.
My child, listen closely, for what I am about to tell you is not a suggestion, it is a lifeline. You have been carrying battles in your mind that were never meant to be fought alone. You have stared at problems that seem unshakable, listened to whispers of fear that have stolen your sleep, and wondered if I was still near. I tell you now with the authority that silences oceans and commands the skies, I am here, and I have already stepped into your situation. While you have been pacing the floor in worry, I have been moving heaven and earth in your favor. While others have spoken defeat over you, I have been speaking victory into your future. The very forces that tried to break you are about to witness your breakthrough, and the same ground where you have cried in silence will be the place where you will rejoice out loud. I have seen the weight pressing on your soul, the shadows trying to swallow your hope, the lies telling you that you have reached your limit. But I tell you, you are not standing at the edge of ruin. You are standing at the threshold of a miracle. Do not be deceived by the noise around you. Do not measure your future by what your eyes see today. My child, I have already written the next chapter, and it is filled with provision, restoration, and joy you cannot yet imagine. The season of scarcity is ending, and abundance is coming to your house. Not just enough to survive, but more than enough to bless others. So breathe, be still. Let my words sink deep into your heart like rain into thirsty soil. The storm will not last. The threats will not stand. The tears will not always flow. Even as you read these words, I am sending peace into the places inside you that have been restless for too long. You will not lose what I have promised you. You will not be abandoned halfway through the journey, and you will not face this battle in your own strength, because I am here, and I am not leaving. My child, listen closely, for what I am about to tell you is not a suggestion, it is a lifeline. You have been carrying battles in your mind that were never meant to be fought alone. You have stared at problems that seem unshakable, listened to whispers of fear that have stolen your sleep, and wondered if I was still near. I tell you now with the authority that silences oceans and commands the skies, I am here, and I have already stepped into your situation. While you have been pacing the floor in worry, I have been moving heaven and earth in your favor. My beloved child, you have come here today because something deep within you knows you're in the right place. You're not here by accident. My hand has guided you to these words. Every beat of your heart, every breath you take, has been watched over by my love. And right now I want you to know that you are exactly where you need to be. The burdens you've been carrying, the silent cries you've whispered into the night, the doubts that have tried to convince you there's no way forward, I have heard them all. You've longed for an answer, a sign, something that would tell you you're not forgotten. This is that sign. I am speaking to you. I am here. I am for you, not against you. You may have wondered if your life is truly seen, if your pain has any meaning, or if your struggles are simply random waves tossing you about. But I want you to understand none of this is without purpose. The challenges you faced, the moments when your heart felt like it would break under the weight of disappointment, have been seen by me. I have never turned away from you. Even in the silence, I was working. Even in the waiting, I was shaping something inside you that the storms of life could never destroy. You're not just surviving this season, you are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. And I know you want to see what's ahead. You want the full picture, the complete plan, so you can understand why things have unfolded the way they have. But there is power in the mystery. There is strength that grows when you learn to trust me without having every detail in advance. I'm not hiding the future from you to punish you. I'm holding it close, because if you could see the entirety of what I've planned, it would overwhelm you in ways you're not ready for yet. But hear me. What's coming is good, better than good. It will redeem every tear, every sleepless night, every time you thought you wouldn't make it through. That's why the stakes are high right now. This is not just about enduring a hard season, it's about who you're becoming in the process. It's about the faith that's being forged in you, a faith that will carry you through trials you can't yet see and victories you haven't yet dreamed of. If you walk away now, if you give in to despair, you'll miss the transformation I've been working in your heart, and I don't want that for you. I want you to step into the fullness of the life I've created you for. I want you to see the miracles I've been arranging on your behalf, the doors I've been unlocking, the healing I've been preparing. And I need you to know something else. What I'm doing in you is unlike what I'm doing in anyone else. This is not a mass-produced plan. This is handcrafted for you. Your story, your wounds, your dreams, your battles, they've all been woven into a tapestry that only I could design. No one else can walk this exact path, because no one else has been called to carry exactly what I've entrusted to you. That's what makes your journey sacred. That's what makes it beautiful. The way I've wired you, the way I've gifted you, the way I've positioned you, it's all intentional. You're not behind. You're not late. You're right on time for the unfolding of my will in your life. So take a breath. Feel the weight of my presence right here, right now. I am not far away. I am closer than your own heartbeat. You've looked for me in the grand gestures, in the dramatic moments. But I've been here in the quiet, in the stillness before dawn, in the whisper of encouragement you didn't expect, in the inexplicable peace that found you when nothing in your situation had changed. That was me. It's always been me. You may not realize it, but you've already begun to change. The way you see yourself, the way you see your future, I've been shifting those perspectives. You've started to hope again, even if it feels fragile. You've begun to believe that maybe, just maybe, you're not defined by the failures or losses of your past. That's my spirit breathing life back into the places that have been numbed for far too long. And I want to make you a promise. I will not stop. I will not let go of you. You've been afraid before that I might tire of you, that I might run out of patience, that my love for you might have a limit. But I am not like the people who have left you. I am not like the voices that have told you you're too much or not enough. My love for you is not conditional. My plans for you are not fragile. They are anchored in my character, and I do not change. So when the doubts come, and they will remember this moment, remember that you were reminded you're in the right place, hearing the right words at the right time. This is not coincidence. This is the beginning of something new. And while you may not yet see every detail, you can be certain of this. I am with you. I am for you. And I will finish what I have started in you. My child, now that your heart has begun to awaken to my voice, I want you to lean in even closer. You've stepped into a moment that has the potential to change the course of your life, but it will require you to walk with me in trust. You've been searching for clarity, for the assurance that your steps are leading somewhere meaningful, and I am here to confirm it. Every single moment you've endured, every twist and turn that made no sense at the time, has been part of a greater plan. I know there are still shadows in your mind, questions that whisper, what if it doesn't work out? Or, what if I'm not strong enough? But hear me, you are stronger than you know, not because of your own might, but because my strength flows through you. You have wondered, why now? Why is this happening at this moment in my life? And I tell you, because this is the appointed time. You may think you're unprepared, but you've been in preparation for far longer than you realize. The seasons of waiting, the times when you felt overlooked, were actually seasons of deep planting. And now, what I planted in the soil of your soul is ready to break through the surface. There's a harvest ahead of you of joy, of peace, of restored dreams, but you must continue to water it with faith and obedience. Do you remember the nights you prayed, not even knowing the words to say? The times you could only whisper my name because the pain in your heart was too heavy? I was there, counting every tear, collecting every sigh. Nothing has been wasted. Those moments were seeds too. Seeds of surrender, seeds of reliance, seeds of intimacy with me. And now, those seeds are about to bear fruit in ways you never imagined. This is why you must not turn back now. The enemy would love to convince you that quitting is easier, that comfort lies in returning to old ways. But those old ways only lead to the same dead ends you've already escaped. I am setting the stakes before you clearly. This season matters. If you walk forward in faith, there are breakthroughs ahead that will bless not just you, but generations after you. Your obedience now will unlock blessings your children and their children will walk in. But if you choose to shrink back, you will delay what I have prepared, and the weight of what could have been will linger on your spirit. That is not my desire for you. I have not called you to live in regret. I have called you to live in fullness. And I need you to understand your journey is unlike anyone else's. That's why comparing yourself to others has left you feeling drained and defeated. Their timeline is not your timeline. Their calling is not your calling. I've written your story with details that no one else could carry. That's why some doors have shut, not because you weren't worthy, but because they would have taken you down a path that wasn't meant for you. I am the one who closes and opens doors. Trust me when I close them, for it is always to protect you or redirect you toward something better. So when you feel the pressure to rush ahead, to force things before they're ready, remember this: the timing is part of the miracle. Just as the earth turns unseen and yet brings the dawn at the exact right moment, so will your breakthrough arrive.
Thời điểm này, liệu có giống như năm 2008 khi thị trường bất động sản sau thời
My child, the words you are about to receive are not a coincidence. They are my deliberate call to your heart.
Anh cái ông hôm bữa ông kêu tiền bạc không thành vấn đề á, cái em nhắn 10k một so, cái ông kêu thôi lấy ra rẻ cho tôi hơi chứ tôi thấy tiền nó tức cười.
Ông nào?
Ông anh banh 100 đó, nó tức cười. Bữa anh quay cái tờ gà, anh quay cái tờ gà của anh, cái anh kêu nói tôi á tiền bạc không thành vấn đề, kéo từ đây mà được, cái bây giờ anh nhắn tức cười. Đọc luôn. Chúa
Hay gió nha.
nhớ tức cười.
Mỏi quá.
My beloved child, you are here because you are searching for a word that will not just touch your mind but will settle deep into your spirit. You have found the right place, for this moment is not by accident. I have drawn you here so that you may know beyond all doubt that I see you, I hear you, and I understand the hidden thoughts of your heart. In this space, you are not just a reader. You are the very one for whom these words were prepared. I want you to feel the certainty that you are exactly where you need to be, that the very answer your soul longs for is already unfolding. I will not speak to you in vague whispers. I will speak so that your heart knows with unshakable assurance. You are under my covering, you are under my care, and you are in the center of my plan. You have not wandered into these words by chance. I called you here because the season you are in demands a new word, a fresh wind, and a renewed fire in your faith. I confirm to you now, you are in the right place. And now, let me stir something within you, a curiosity, a leaning forward of your spirit. I am about to take you deeper than the surface truths you have heard before. I will reveal layers of my heart toward you that you have not yet touched. You think you know the extent of my love, but there are rooms within my presence you have not yet entered. I will take you there, if you will let me. In the coming moments, you will see glimpses of how I have been weaving every detail of your life into a greater tapestry than you imagine. You will discover why certain doors closed, why some seasons seemed barren, and why you have carried burdens that felt heavier than you could bear. I am not just going to tell you that I love you. I'm going to show you how I have been moving, even in the shadows you feared. But first, I must set the stakes before you. This is not just another message to soothe you for a moment, and then fade away into forgetfulness. No, what I am about to pour into your heart carries eternal weight. If you lean in and receive it, chains will break, fear will lose its grip, and a new strength will rise in you that no storm can overthrow. But if you turn away, if you dismiss these words as if they were ordinary, you risk continuing in cycles of heaviness that I long to free you from. You risk missing the appointed moment when heaven opens over you. I am offering you more than comfort. I am offering transformation. Your response will determine whether you remain where you are or step into the fullness of what I have prepared. And I want you to know what I am giving you now is not like anything the world offers. The voices of the world will offer motivation for a day, a distraction for an hour, or false promises that fade in the night. But my word is living, breathing, and sharper than any sword. My voice carries the weight of eternity and the sweetness of perfect love. I am not here to give you cliches or empty encouragement. I am here to speak truth with the authority of the one who made you and has kept you alive until this very moment. No other source can give you the covering, the peace, and the unshakable joy that I am about to pour over you. What you will receive from me now is unique because it comes from the heart of the one who knows your past, holds your present, and has already walked ahead into your future. You have felt surrounded by uncertainty, and you have wondered if you are truly seen. You are. You have questioned if your prayers have reached me, and I tell you, not a single word you have spoken in hope or in pain has been lost to the wind. I've gathered them, treasured them, and answered them, some in ways you recognize, others in ways you have yet to discover. You have faced seasons where the night seemed longer than the day, but even there, my light has been beside you, waiting for the moment to break through. Do not underestimate how closely I have walked with you, even when you could not feel me. My presence has been your unseen shelter, and my hand has been your unseen defense. Right now, I want you to picture yourself standing beneath a great covering, my covering. Above you, there is no threat that can pierce through.